I think it's really good that you can talk face to face with your teacher because I really do feel like that builds communication skills.
Do you think it's important to talk about your self-assessment rather than just write one?
I think it's very important to talk about it instead of just writing it, because when you just write it, you're not really like thinking about what you've done over the year, you're just like trying to finish it. But then when you actually have to talk about it with your teacher, you're actually reflecting upon the things you've done over the year.
It's easier in the long run to ask questions or even just feel comfortable with being yourself around the teacher. For me, if I'm uncomfortable, then I usually don't do my best work in the class because I don't feel like they know me as well and I don't feel like I know them as well. So it's kind of like I'm in a class with a stranger 5 times a week. But if I actually get to know the teacher and they get to know me, then they'll understand like more of how I learn and try to incorporate that, or even have me try to help them and give them advice on how I learn best.
You could show your side of how you felt you progressed through the course and how you learned through the course, because you might not be a good writer or a good math student per se, but if you understand it, then I think you shouldn't be given a bad grade.
I think it's more better if students do get involved in the assessment process because it allows them to sort of talk about their effort within the class. Teachers sort of base grades off of test scores or assignment marks or whatever else. I think that is sort of one piece of the greater picture that we need to sort of take into consideration when making a grade. As much as teachers work hard in the classroom, students also work hard outside of the classroom, at home or with friend groups or wherever else when they're doing homework and assignments. And I think that sort of contributes to marks as well, because if we put, for example, I have difficulty with math. Last year when I took Pre-Calc 11, I wasn't doing the best job in the classroom, but I was doing really, really hard outside of the classroom, making sure that all of my homework I revisited, I used my notes, I studied, I looked up YouTube videos to see if I can simplify some hard equations. And I think that sort of effort should have also been taken into consideration.
It gets the teacher's knowledge of how you believe you're doing, as well as getting their feedback on how they think you are too.
Do you think it's important to talk about your self-assessment rather than just write one? Do you see any negatives about using the StudentVoice assessment?
I think it's better to talk about it, because as much as writing, you can portray your not so much emotion, but your opinion more vocally and in more detail through speech.
If a student who's struggling and they talk to their teacher, I think they have a better idea of what they need to improve on. For example, if I, let's say, take my Pre-Calc 11 example, if I, let's say, had assessment meetings with my teacher, I could maybe got a better idea of what I need to improve on and sort of work harder on that, because there might have been, let's say, 3 units that I was really good at, but these 2 units really brought down my marks. So maybe if I could have those meetings, I could have maybe worked on those units much more better, and maybe my teacher could have explained them to me much better than, let's say, a YouTube video.
Having a verbal communication also makes it so that you can't lie to the teacher, because you can easily pick up on body language and tells if they're lying and they're not putting their full truth forward.